They smell so good. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Woo. Oh no, I got pollen on this. Are you kidding me? Can't be allergic to my journal. This journal is like my new best friend. I'm really into traveler's notebooks, but it's not something that I tend to like share so much with the outside world because I never really made them super fancy or pretty or anything like that. My husband's mowing the lawn, so. He's coming to interrupt my video. My point is I've never made them super pretty or fancy or anything, so I never really shared them. But this one is so, it's like means so much to me that I feel like I have to share it. So anyways, dang it, I keep putting it down and getting pollen on it again. So this one, this is a, what's it called? Waypoint from Chic Sparrow. Waypoint, I want to say. Deluxe. In something caramel. I have to look it up. I don't know. I don't know all of the lingo because I've never really cared to learn the lingo. But this is everything to me. This is so everything. So I'm like really into the crepe paper collection all heart right now. It's like my favorite thing ever. But I decorated all of it with this. So in it I put a an A5 minimalistic art. I feel like I should know some of these things before I start taking a video. In it I put an A5 journal because it fits perfectly in this because this one is an A5 size and it has so much extra like room on the side where this fits in perfectly. I mean, it's a pretty chunky book, right? So I put that in there. And then I made my own little Hobonichi style insert here where I just laminated a paper from the Maggie Holmes Flourish, I think, line, which is so super cute. And then I put Tomoe River paper in here, and I'm trying to fill this up almost like a Hobonichi or Fobonichi, if you would call it that. It is windy. This holds my page. And then I just have my little planner. And then of course in the back it has the secretarial pocket, but it is so cute and perfect and I'm so obsessed with it right now. So maybe I'll share more of that some other time. It's not super fancy in the journal because I'm just writing, but the rest of it, this is like life to me. My new best friend. I love it so much. This leather is so lush. Look at that. Look at that pull up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Obsessed. Seriously, this is so soft. Listen to it. Look how floppy. Oh, it's flip floppy. This is my favorite thing. Even with the pockets, it's so floppy. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. while I'm still talking about my journals, I wanted to show you just a couple more things and then I'll be done. So this one, I was right, it's minimalism art and it's an A5 and it's a nice hardcover journal. And I got it in plain black because I really wanted to collage the front of it. So I just took bits and pieces from that crepe paper collection, all heart, that I'm in love with. A couple little things that I printed offline, and then I made a collage on the front that would just speak to me every time I opened this up. So, and then I want to just show you the ink. It is so pretty, and I have it in I have a couple fountain pens that I love. But I have it in this one. I got this, it's kind of cheap. It's from Amazon, but I'm so in love with it because they came in a pack of 4 and it's clear so I can see which colored inks I have in each one. And I have the ink bottle right here above me. And this is the one that I am using right now. I have this love of peacocks and peacock feathers and all that jazz, and this reminds me of a peacock feather. It's just so pretty. It has kind of a shimmer to it. And if you use it on the right paper, that shimmer really comes out. So I love it so much. So I just wanted to share that. My other fountain pen that I have, this one is a gift from my husband to me a couple years ago. I just keep black ink in here because this is kind of like my go-to pen for everything, but I really loved it so much. Oh my gosh, it's just too perfect. So this is kind of like my baby. Like, I always have this, but when I'm feeling fun and want to switch out the inks to a different color, I just got these, so that's it. And then for this, a few years back, I did like I called it the Fauxbonichi journal. Kind of, a lot of people were doing it and I jumped on board and it was fun. But I wanted to try to do it again because I'm noticing that my Project Life album that I usually store pictures in and stuff, there's a lot of pictures that aren't like super great quality, like, oh, I need to have this printed out real big, but are just like everyday little snapshots and things like that. And I decided that I wanted to put them in here. So I'm using this bad boy. It's the HP Sprocket, and it prints out these little 2x3 photos on sticky backed paper. It's so cool. I will say the print quality is subpar at best. At least maybe it's just the pack of paper that I have in here. I don't know, but the print quality is just freaking terrible. I have high standards, I guess. I'm a photographer and I typically print out my pictures on nice matte paper, and I have them professionally printed and all this stuff. But for little pictures that are just kind of like, oh, you snapped something on your phone and you want to add it into a book, I thought this was great. Or somebody texts you a picture and you don't necessarily know where to put it because it doesn't really seem to have like a place, you know, otherwise in another album or whatever. I feel like this is what I wanted to do with this. So that's exactly what I did. So like, I'll just show you the first couple pages that I have. I actually write out a lot of things on like Instagram and or Facebook. It's usually just shared over there. Sometimes if I don't want to just rewrite it out, or it feels like I've already summarized it here, I like to just print them and put them in my albums and stuff. So I just did that with this little post, and then I start. Oop, is my camera on the fritz? Keeps losing focus. And then I just printed out the little picture on the Sprocket, and I stuck it there. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell how bad the quality is, but that's okay. Again, it might be the paper pack that I had. Maybe it's an old paper pack and it just needs a new one put in, but I'll just use whatever I have. But I do like it because you can add in like little I typically don't do this because most of the time I just am like, I like the picture as it is, but you can add in little like sticker things in the app that you use, because you have to use this with Bluetooth, and it has an app on your phone. So there's the app, and then you can choose a picture from like your gallery or whatever, or Instagram. You can set that up, whatever, but you could have your photo there. You can add in, this is like the edit thing. You can add in like little stickers and stuff like that too, or text or whatever. So it has all these options that you can just like put in and change up or whatever. So that's it. So yeah, that's just kind of what I've been doing with this. Like if I get a picture through text or whatever, like it's my niece and nephew, they're all dressed up getting ready to go out to their dance, and I cried because when did they grow up on me? But anyways, I just like to put stuff like that in here. So I don't know, it's nice sticky back, but I love this paper because it has tons of pages in it, but it's not too super thick because it's the Tomoe River, and so it doesn't bleed or whatever. Like there might be mild ghosting from one of my pens, but I don't really care. Like I don't mind that at all. Yeah, again, not that this is super important, but I don't even know what the one this is. I got it off of Amazon like 2 years ago, but it's just like a brush pen. My lettering is just my writing, so it's nothing fancy. But anyways, like I put a picture in here whenever we went on our little mother-daughter date, and you know, I use like washi tape. I'm doing just a tiny bit of doodling because we got this new Uno game that Nadia picked out on our date, and we've been playing it, and it's fun. And I obviously haven't done anything with this yet. So yeah, some watercolor wash, but I think it's fun, and I'm really gonna enjoy this, I think, so much, just working in it and adding in like quotes and just all kinds of things. So I'd love to share that. If you want to see it, I'd love to share it at a later date whenever things are more filled up. But in the meantime, my journal is nothing to like really write home about. It's just me writing, and I really love it that way because, can I just flip this around? I just woke up, so you're gonna see my nice greasy hair. I don't mind. But I want to keep it that way because I think in times past, whenever I have journaled, I have almost had it in the back of my head that this isn't just a safe space just for me. It was like, well, maybe somebody else will see it, or I would decorate the page like with stickers or all kinds of stuff. I should show you. I should show you my journal. This was the one I just finished up. It's so chunky. It's so chunky. And I love decorating the pages and stuff, but whenever I do, I almost feel like, oh, well, I should share this because, you know, it's pretty or whatever. And I think that subconsciously, even though I say I'm not going to treat it that way, this string, okay, by the way, journals that have like this long freaking belt that goes around them bother me so much. But I treat it as if somebody else is going to read it, and then I don't get super duper honest, I think, in it. So that's why in my new journal, just writing, no decorating. I'm leaving the decorations to that Hobonichi style insert. So that's my thought process. Let me just show you real fast my old journal, and then I'm gonna be done. I'm just gonna flip it. So magazine cutouts. I do like to write a letter to myself saying what it is. This is your journal, and I even put use it, love it, and don't overthink what you put in it. You have permission to never share this with a single other person. Look at me, I wrote this on the first day and I didn't even act like it. If you try to be artsy and mess up a page, and you will, resist the urge to tear it out. Journals aren't meant to be perfect. Just let the mess reflect where you're at, learning, growing, and living. Enjoy this sacred space and breathe in the beauty of your well-lived life. I challenge you to fill this whole journal with your stories, photos, and all those random thoughts that pop into your head. There's good stuff there. Have fun. Love, you. But I would just put photos in, little snippets of things that I posted online that I didn't want to rewrite. I cut out a picture of myself and stuck it on top of, because I had an extra printout that didn't turn out right of myself, and I stuck it on top of this body here on this magazine page. It was actually an anthropology catalog. I've done that a lot where I cut those up because they just have the most beautiful. This one said Aunt Mary Beth's recipe, and I was like, ah, because, you know, Mary Beth. So just extra photos that I've had. There's stuff like that. So it was like stuff Nadia brought home. Look at the comparison. This was January 2013 and January of this year. They both look lammies in both of them. Oh gosh, this is her first time in the snow. Oh my gosh, Nadia, why'd you grow up? But yeah, I don't remember what I was saying other than I started decorating it a lot, and I don't think I got pretty honest on some of the pages, but on others, not so much. Yeah, I don't know, but I did have fun with this book. I did enjoy it very much. It gave me a place to put some of the extra photos that I didn't have a place for. So super happy about that. I meant to put a picture there and I never did. Pine cone. Hi, Ashley. Cards that people send me, that's what I would put in. I love these stickers. Ashley, you sent those to me. Serena, you sent this. Super sweet. Text messages. Stuff like that. It's just like, it's kind of like a happy place filled with all kinds of stuff. Even things that Nadia painted. It's her glitter glue. She was going to throw it out and then I just pasted it in here. These envelopes, we pick out positive quotes every time we leave the chiropractor's office. So, receipts, wrappers, lots of stuff. So, I'm going real fast because I don't want this to be like a long thing. And here are pages to my old Fauxbonichi. I never finished up one of them. And there was only a couple pages that I had in here. Hey, you. And I just stuck them in here because I didn't know where to put them and I didn't want to waste the book, but this is what I used to do, so I'll fix that in a minute. So I put them in here. I don't know. I really do enjoy it, but again, I think I put so much emphasis on like, oh, well, I started decorating it. I should just continue, that I kind of just, I don't know, stopped getting super honest in it, even though it's my journal. It was like I was inviting other people into it or something, if that makes any sense at all. So, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with this one at all. Peacock feather. I have this wax seal that's a peacock. I told you I love peacocks. So yeah. Oh, I found this. I found this old check or whatever in my, it's not, I'm showing it because the bank doesn't even exist anymore. But I found it in my, in like my dresser. It was like shoved in there. It was a secondhand dresser. So I thought that was funny. So nearing the end, I was losing space. I can't write whenever things are like this bulky. So this is where I was just like, oh, forget it. And that's it. I didn't even finish the last couple pages because I was like, I can't. So there it is. There it is. Anyways, thanks for looking at all my journal stuff, and I will show more at some other time. Bye. There. Say bye. I'm not tickling you. Say bye.